Tip number 30, how to manually add a member to a group. The group manager or GM is the only person who can invite new members to the group. Nobody wants a troll messing things up, which is why membership is by invitation only. And since the GM is ultimately responsible for the group's behavior, it makes sense that they should be the one who decides who gets invited. So to be abundantly clear, members cannot invite people to the group, only the GM can. But there is a loophole. Members can add people, and then they can suggest that the GM invites them to the group. It's just that the people they add don't become members unless the GM sends them an invitation that they accept. And until they accept, they're usually not seen by the rest of the group. So either way, whether you are the GM or just a member, if you want to add somebody new to the group, tap the plus sign in the top right corner of the members list. An action sheet will appear with 3 ways to add the person: manually, or imported from a different BLiOS group, or imported from Apple Contacts. Importing from a different BLiOS group or from Apple Contacts is easy, and there's another help topic for that. So we will just cover the Add Manually option here. This is a family care group, and it's a bit of a surprise that Carl Overton hasn't already been added since he's the family member being helped. So it's about time we add Carl to the group. Tap the Add Manually option. When you add a person, you own their profile at first, and as the blue banner says, only you can see this private person. You can enter as much information about the person you're inviting as you want, but usually it's best to add only 2 or 3 things: their name, both first and last, and at least one of email and phone number. That's because the members should decide for themselves what they want to share with the group, and they can update their profile after accepting the invitation to join. But Carl has a newspaper delivered to his door each day. He doesn't do email, and his phone is a landline. Plus, he doesn't have internet either. There's no need. He has DVDs of every John Wayne movie ever filmed. So Carl won't be using BLiOS, at least not yet. Still, his son Richard wants Carl's contact information to be in the group. That way all the other members can call him at home to keep him company, or direct an ambulance without relying on their memory for the address. And that's why Richard adds both a picture and Carl's address. When the GM first adds a person, their status is private, as shown in the blue status bar. As the status bar explains, only Richard, the GM, can see Carl. His record is private. But Richard wants Carl's profile to be visible to all of the group's members. He does this by tapping the Visible to Groups Members switch. I'll tap it now. Notice that the status bar changes color and points out that Richard maintains Carl's profile. Let's compare the before and after screens. On the left screen, Carl is private. Only Richard will see Carl in the members list. On the right screen, Carl is visible. Everyone in the group will see Carl in the members list. But in both cases, Carl isn't actually in the group because he hasn't been invited yet. One last thing. Only the GM can switch between private and visible. Members who add a private person see a Nominate switch instead. Nominating will send the person's profile to the GM, who can then decide whether to reject the nomination, accept the nomination and invite the member to join, or accept the member without inviting them. In that case, they'll start out as private on the GM's device. You don't have to send the nomination right away. The person can stay private on your device as long as you like. When the GM does receive a nomination you've made, that person will disappear from your device. But don't worry, it hasn't been lost. It's just that only one person can own a member profile at a time, and it's been transferred to the GM. There are other ways to add members coming, such as importing from a spreadsheet, but that's all you need to know for now.